Hey, what's happening, guys? It's Reece here, and it's Tuesday, so we know what time it is. It's another Expert Zone live, and this week I am joined by the brilliant Mr. Adam Schofield. How are you, good
I'm
sir?
hot, mate. I'm hot. Not gonna lie.
Oh man.
I'm living in a sweatbox, Reece. I was working outside, and then I suddenly remembered, oh, I'm on stream tonight, which involves ring lights, and there's a fan next to me. You might hear the fan. I don't know. But yeah, I'm hot, Reece. How's it where you are in your part of the UK?
Yeah, I've been to colder countries. It is hot right now, and yeah, I'm now and again. If you see me in the stream doing this, I only apologize.
To
Because
be
it's
fair,
very
we both only just put these shirts on. Like we've been saving the moment till now to put these shirts on, because otherwise they would just be sweaty. So.
Yeah, yes, we have been. But yes, it is good to be here on a Tuesday. Mr. Gareth Smith, it's good to have you in the chat, my friend. So before we do crack on, we are going to be talking about Microsoft M365 today. But before we do get into it, let's cover some of what's new on ExpertZone.
Hell yeah. Oh, a couple of people on Twitch landing in as well. Hello, guys.
Hello, people. Hello. What's happening, my friend?
Cool. So yeah, this week it's nice and easy. I love it when I get a nice, easy spot on what's new on ExpertZone because I don't have to say much. It's great. So here's what's going on. Let me just bring up my screen here. So pretty much in terms of what's brand new that you can see, there is a course on 3 ways your PC works great from with your phone. Sorry, not from your phone. Imagine that, your PC working from your phone. That gets very confusing. So yeah, if you want to check out a little bit more about the your phone stuff, then you absolutely can. Just type in your phone. You've got the Windows 10 and 10 stuff still there. And then what is the actual thing called? It's 3 ways. 3 ways. Or it'll come up. Oh god, mine's not working today, but it should be coming up for you. I have a weird evangelist account, so you know sometimes it does these things. The other thing as well is what ties in nicely to what we are actually talking about tonight. So yesterday, you might have seen that we had a brand new course uploaded for Microsoft 365 on macOS. There's a video for an overview of the whole thing as well, and that, Reece, is exactly what we're going to be talking tonight.
Ooh, this is exciting, my friend. It's very exciting. Mr. Dave Atkins, thank you for joining the chat as well. Hope you too. Hope you're having an amazing week so far. Adam, how is your week? I'm replying for Dave. How has your week been, mate?
Good, mate. It's been good. It's been busy. Last few weeks have been very, very busy, and there are very good reasons for it, a lot of which you guys will find out next week, which we might mention at the end of the stream tonight. But yeah, busy and hot and busy. What about you, mate? What about you?
Yeah, it's all right, mate.
It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah,
to be fair,
right.
we should mention the slight panic we had like an hour ago.
Oh man, it's been. Oh, don't want to talk about it. It's giving me. It's giving me a hot sweat.
Ladies and gentlemen, there was a high chance tonight that you were going to be watching Easy Live with me and no one else because Reece's internet decided to just cut out like an hour ago.
Not going to talk about providers or nothing, but yeah, I am. I've had some issues, but I am here now. I am here, and that is the main
There
thing.
you go.
So, Adam, Microsoft 365, talk to me about what we're doing today.
So here's the thing with Microsoft 365. We've talked about 365 before quite a few times. We like to talk about it a lot. And something that if you've done the course on ExpertZone already, or if you've watched that video, whenever we talk about Microsoft 365, we talk about it on Windows. And which, you know, is to be expected. It's Microsoft 365 in general. If you want the full suite of everything you can possibly do on there, you'll get the best experience on Windows. That much is for certain. But the thing is, one of the highlights of Microsoft 365 is you can use it across many different devices. It's a call out we always mention, the fact that you can use it across Windows, on Mac, on Chromebooks, on mobiles, be it Android or iPhone, on tablets, Android or iPad. You can use it across all these different devices, yet we never talk about it. And yeah, we want to fix that. So this week over on our YouTube channel for all things Microsoft, there's going to be 2 more videos for Chromebook and the web apps as well. Tonight we're focusing on what will be the big one for a lot of people, which is how the hell Microsoft 365 works on Mac OS. So this is going to be weird.
Yeah, it is going to be strange. I think you need to get it up because I've not seen this before. So
right.
I'm a bit. Yeah.
So yeah, for the first time, I think ever, ladies and gentlemen, on Easy Live.
Whoa. Yeah. You know what? It's interesting. Yeah, I was going to say that'd be an interesting question to put to the chat because when you do think of Microsoft 365, you do usually kind of put it together with Windows. So it'd be interesting to see what kind of responses we get from that.
My mic has gone down apparently. Hang on.
Hold up. Danger, danger.
We're back.
Um,
Thank you guys. My mic went down. I think we're
no,
back.
I can hear quite clearly.
I'm gonna have to explain that all over again because that was that entire scene. So we're gonna sort that one out. Let's do that again, shall we? In fact, we're gonna start from here. Reece, would you like to introduce me again?
Yeah, I can.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I can eat from my end if that
No,
helps.
no. Just introduce. We're gonna start this again, man. Just introduce me. Introduce me.
I got you, man. I got you. Do one more time for the people in the back. So this week I'm joined.
Oh
by
no! Oh, you're going
brilliant-
too far. Let's carry on. Not the very beginning,
How
Reece.
far back do you want to go, Adam?
What I was saying before my mic was cut off when we got to this screen was, yeah, we're going to be looking. This is a strange screen for us to be looking at on ExpertZone. We normally look at Windows and all that, but it's important that we do look at how Microsoft 365 runs on Mac because we were saying that I highly assume that if you are someone who works in retail, works with computers, when you talk to someone about Windows, it kind of goes hand in hand that you're probably going to talk about Microsoft 365 as well. But when you talk about Mac, and you have a Mac customer, what's the likelihood that you actually talk about Microsoft 365? And I was asking you, Reece, how high do you reckon that is in terms of people who actually ask?
Yeah, no, as I was just saying, I think from obviously going back to my time of retail, you don't really put the two together as much as what you would do with obviously Windows and Microsoft 365. So it'd be really, really interesting to see what the response is when it comes to that from the chat.
There you go. So, as I say, a lot of you will know full well how Microsoft 365 runs on Windows. We're going to have a look at how some of these features work on Mac. We're not going to look at everything. If you want to see a full overview, there is a whole video we've done on our YouTube channel, All Things Microsoft, that you can check out after this. And you got the course on ExpertZone as well. But we're going to have a quick look. Firstly, the install process in general. Now, the good thing with the install process is that really, if you're used to Windows, or in this case, if you're used to Mac, it's no really different to any other process. You'll have it in the Mac styling of how it installs Microsoft 365. And yeah, you just have to go to your account online and you can go to your installations and you can install the entire package from there, and it will take the apps from the App Store as well. And here's just a few just to show you how that process goes, showing you where it's going to be installed, how much space it's going to take up. And then it puts in Microsoft Auto Update as well, so that all your applications like Word, PowerPoint, Outlook and such are all kept up to date automatically, and you'll get that notification pinging up in the corner as well. Outside of that, the other way of installing the apps from it is to just install them directly from the App Store as well. So if you go onto the App Store, you can type in Word and you can find the individual applications and then install. Then you just log in with your Microsoft 365 licensed account and you're away as well. So there's that. That's nice and simple. Does that make sense, Reece?
It does, my friend. So in short, you found installation quite simple.
Yeah, really, it's no, in a way, it's no different to Windows at all in that regard. Like Windows, you can either install the entire package from online, or you can install it from the Microsoft Store. On Mac, you can install the entire package online, or you can install it individually from the App Store. No difference there at all. So we'll kick off then. We'll have a look at Word, which is probably one of the most used applications in Microsoft 365. We've got it here, and I'll take it to you if I expand this, Reece. You can see my screen, I believe. What do you notice about this screen? Like straight up, not much.
No. Let me just see my glasses. Let me go. There we go. That's better. Not much difference.
Yeah. So in comparison to how you see it on Windows, like anything you can spot at all, anything?
I guess the main difference is the style of the look and the look of it, but not major differences. No.
So pretty much one of the main ones is you're completely correct. There's a slight styling difference. This is something that we mentioned in the course you can get on ExpertZone as well. It's just to do with like font guidelines and all that stuff. Apps that are put onto Windows generally has a kind of font styling that they go with, and that's why Windows apps look like that. And the same goes for Mac as well. They have a slightly different styling. So everything on here looks that little bit more Mac-like, which is, a bit of an odd one. But, hey, it all fits in with the kind of look and style of that particular operating system. So if we look into this, one of the things that we always call out for Microsoft 365 is premium templates and the access to hundreds and hundreds of different templates that you can use. If you're using Word on Mac, you've got the More Templates tab up here, and you can still explore all sorts of different templates here, and you can search for them in the search bar right at the top as well. Alternatively, as always, if you go onto your browser, in which case we have the Edge browser installed, of course, Reece.
Ooh, lovely,
nice
mate.
touch.
Like
I
it.
thought that was, but you can go to templates.office.com, and just like on Windows, you can bring up whatever template it is that you want to bring up. So if we go through here, and maybe we want to bring up. I'm not logged in, so it's not going to show me, but you get the idea. I could bring up a Word template. I could download that and open it with the Word application, or I could open it with Word Online. So far, you can see that in terms of how you go about doing things, it's not much different.
We've got some comments in the chat. So Gareth Smith's search and profile part has moved too.
Yep. So there'll be little things here or there where you'll notice those slight differences. So the search bar, for instance, in the top corner, these icons down the side as well, the home icon and stuff like that, all slightly different. Even the new tab is a little bit different as well. So there's little quirks here or there, but the core experience itself is mostly the same. If you've got your OneDrive linked up, so if you logged in with your account, you'll have all your recent documents that are sitting in your OneDrive. You also have any that are shared with you, and any that you've chosen to pin as well. But let's get straight into this before I'm conscious of time, and there's a couple things to go through today. So we'll open up a new document, shall we?
Let's do it.
Beautiful stuff. Lovely. Cool. So we have our document here. Reece, I'll ask you again. What do you notice which is different?
Ooh, what's the difference? So this, like Gareth said in the chat, the search bar, can't seem to see where that is. It seems to have changed. There's some again, it's mainly theme.
It's theme, it's styling.
Yeah, it's
that is exactly it. There's not actually much you're missing in Word. Like if you want to do references, for instance, all your references are there. So hang on, let me bring that back. So we got references. So I can insert citations, and again, the major difference being, again, styling coming up in the way Mac OS handles its different windows and different applications. You've got automatic bibliographies, so I can insert, again, another one there. Granted, I've got nothing in my bibliography, so that's not going to work, but you know what I mean. Oh god, you can tell I'm not a Mac user. When I went to do Control-Z, and I was like, no, it's not that. So... nice tip as well, if you want to do the shortcut for getting some demo writing up to experiment with, equals round open and close brackets, does the same thing, because it's just a Word application. It does everything you would expect Word to do. Now, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. You are not going to get absolutely everything that you get on Windows. You almost get absolutely everything that you can do on Windows. What's quite nice about using Microsoft 365 between Windows and Mac is that you don't actually miss out on much moving over to Mac. What do you think the number one thing is that you miss out on Mac compared to a Windows device?
Tell me, Adam.
What is it, man? Go for it. What one thing does Windows do that Mac doesn't do?
One thing that can't think of the top of my head. What is it?
Inking.
Duh.
It's literally that's one of the major drawbacks with a Mac. As many people will know, with Macs they don't do touchscreens. If you want touchscreens, that's in the iPad space. So you won't get that here. You do notice though we still have a draw tab, which on a Mac you might think, well, why do we have that? And there are some cool things you can do here. Of course, if you have some external hardware, you can plug that in, and like a Wacom tablet and stuff like that, and you can use that. But one of the cool things they do have here is this draw with trackpad little tick box here. So if I was to tick that, you can see this square come up in the middle here, or sort of rectangular thing. And if I use 2 fingers, I can move this trackpad around, all right? And then when I get it into space I want, if I use 1 finger, I can then... hang on. It helps if I select a pen which isn't white on a white page. So,
one job.
I had one job, to be fair. To be fair, when I was going through all this, the amount of times I did that, and I still do it, is ridiculous. So yeah, you can see where I've got the trackpad there. Where I'm drawing on the trackpad is exactly where it will appear on the screen, and then I can move that trackpad again, and again I can draw onto it. So quite good for if you just need to do a quick signature, like, because you can still of course open PDFs within Word on Mac as well. So if I put in my initials here, for instance, and then I can move over there. And maybe I just want to put a date or something. And don't get me wrong, it's not as good as inking. Like, ultimately, being able to draw directly onto a device is always going to be king. And you can do that in the iPad space. And, of course, you can do that in Windows 2 and 1. But it's a nice option to see. And it's something that you only see on a Mac as well, which is quite interesting. It's a nice get-around. You don't have ink editor, so you aren't able to edit the text here. So that's probably the major omission from Word on Mac when you compare it to Windows. Because as I say, we always say that the best experience is on Windows, but that's pretty much the main omission when it comes to Word.
I think that's really cool, though. I didn't know it did that, so it's quite impressive. You can still do your signatures, put your dates on and stuff like that. Did it take you a hot minute to kind of get used to this new style?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The main thing you'd have to get used to is operating system. So I always say, if you're a Windows user anyway, just stick with Windows. This is mainly for anyone who frankly, this is for my dad. My dad is a Mac user. He's been for a very long time, since like mid 2000s. He's been using a Mac, and he's an avid user. He's the kind of person where I'm not gonna like transfer him over to a Windows device. He's just that's just what he uses, and that's fair enough. But it's good to know that he can still get the best of Microsoft 365 and still get a lot of those key experiences as well. So it just means that even though you are on a Mac, doesn't mean you have to miss out.
No, absolutely. I was going to say that at least as a Mac user, he still gets the power of Microsoft.
Yeah, absolutely. Someone said in the chat it's August, not October. Did I say October at some point? Was that me? I don't know. Let me know in chat, because that comment confuses me. So
yeah, no.
I don't know. Cool. We better move on. So do you want to look at PowerPoint quickly?
Yeah, let's have a look at PowerPoint.
Cool. Let's have a oh yeah, you can see here again, like in terms of saving stuff, it's just again a lot of it is styling. It's just in the way Mac OS handles various things. One thing I didn't mention as well is I'm using a MacBook Air here. If you have the ones which have a touch bar on it, the ribbon with all your info in it appears in the touch bar as well. So that's something that you can use. But otherwise, that's the only difference there as well. So let's bring. Look at the date I've put. Oh, did I put? Oh, was that when I was writing it? I wasn't even paying attention. I was just literally writing random dates. Oh, I wrote the 11th though, didn't I? Oh, I don't know. Weird.
Your mind is elsewhere, man.
Sorry, man. I just saw that comment and I was like, that makes sense now. So, cool. We'll do the same thing again, Reece. So, PowerPoint. What do you notice?
Maybe the style. That's again, it's just simple things. It's all just styling. I think that's the one thing, key takeaway that I've took from the difference between what Windows offer and a Mac. But there's everything that I recognize is still there. Definitely.
That's absolutely it. What have I done here? I've probably tried to access a file in my work OneDrive and it's not liking me. Oh, there we go. No, that works. That was weird. Cool. So yeah, I mean, as I say, we'll do the same thing again here. We'll expand this. And as you say, it is a styling thing again. The key here is if you are with a Mac customer and you're in store or you're having a conversation online, all the key demos that we generally throw at you so much still apply here. Design ideas is a big one. So one of the big things they introduced when Microsoft 365 came around in April was the ability to have video-based slides within design ideas. So if I click on that top one there, you can see that I've got that video moving in the background as well. And so you have that really crisp, really just professional style. So yeah, that is a cool thing there. If we go into transitions, we still have things like morph. So let me copy this slide. If I do the right shortcuts, because I'm not used to it, man. It's weird.
I got faith in you, Adam.
Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna go old school. I can't. It's too weird. And I can maybe move. I wonder if I can make the video bigger. Actually, you know what? I've not tried it with video, so I don't know if this is gonna work. But same again. If you go to morph, then you get that preview morph. Oh, it does work. Oh, nice. And yeah, so. Same again, all those key features that you know about from using Microsoft 365 on Windows still apply here for using it on Mac as well. And yeah, that is, and this is the thing, there's no point me doing this for every single app here, because this is literally what it is. There is a couple minor things that you'll be missing. Some things that are missing are on a much higher level, like professional tools that you are not going to notice as a regular consumer. So I'm not even going to show you Excel or well, actually I can't show you Outlook anyway because it's all my personal stuff and I can't put that on screen. But I won't show you Excel or OneNote because it's the same again. It's everything you would expect. A couple of omissions which are fairly obvious in terms of no inking. So on OneNote, for instance, there's no ink to math because you can't ink. Yeah, and yeah, same goes for Excel as well. Like everything's where you'd expect it to be. It's just got that different styling to it.
Where is obviously I might not be able to see it on the screen myself, but where is search if you wanted to go through search?
If you want to go through search, so on PowerPoint here, it's right in the top, you've got a little search icon here, and that allows you to search in the presentation. This is where Mac, I'm glad you brought that up actually, it's slightly different, because you can actually see there's two search bars here. So you've got the search bar at the top, which searches within PowerPoint itself, and then you've got the Tell Me bar. So Tell Me, which now... Tell Me is no longer called Tell Me on Windows, it's just search. Tell Me is still called Tell Me on Mac. I don't know why, but it is. So again, if I wanted to do morph and stuff like that, or 3D models actually, that's probably a better example. Bring up 3D models, stock 3D models. Here's a cool thing that I completely ignored. Do you remember how it comes up on Windows when you want to get 3D models and stock images and icons and stuff like that?
Of course, mate. That was my presentations, mate.
There you go. You get like different windows, and I think now on Windows you get a single pop-out window which is all tabbed and stuff. Again, going into that styling of things, if we go into our pictures here and we wanted to bring up, oh no, it's not that one, it's icons. We go into icons here. You can see here it's all coming up in tabbed menus on a side menu instead, like just above me. So that is slightly different there. So again, it goes into that whole styling side of things and why that is different. Same goes for if you were getting online pictures. So again, with stock images and such, that will be here. So you've got that's one probably slight difference as well. So Mac is still using the old version of online pictures, which just uses Bing and comes up with everything. You have to put in that you want ones that don't have, that are free to license even. Whereas in Windows, you have the full library of stock images straight away. So that's one thing they still haven't introduced here, but you still get access to online images and stuff.
Oh, brilliant. Dave Atkins says clip art 2020.
Clip art 2020. I mean, to be fair, word art's still there. Word art is still in Word and PowerPoint. Like, you go on Windows, it's still there. It still exists. You probably haven't used it in years, but it's still there. So if you do want to go old school and use some word art, you're welcome to it.
Fighting through, I like it.
There you go. Is there anything else I've missed there, Reece? Is there anything else you want me to tell you before I move on?
No, I think we've got to cover the styling. We now know where search is, and that was the one thing that I really, because obviously with PowerPoints and Word and all that stuff, I'm always using search. Yeah. I think the one big question I've got is if you are trying to put myself into like a Mac user's shoes, do you think this kind of style and theme would suit a Mac user?
Yeah, exactly. So my dad, for instance, who only uses Mac, he knows how everything runs. It's just like you and me using Windows now. I just know where stuff is, like, because I've been using it for so long. Same goes for Mac users who have always been on Mac, and in the sense of how everything navigates and everything goes around, they will typically be used to that. As I say, the whole point of tonight isn't to say like, oh, you know, stick with Mac, guys. You can still use the whole idea is like, if you do have a customer who is an avid Mac user and that's what they're looking for, fair enough. They can still get these great options with Microsoft 365. You can still recommend. You can pretty much recommend Microsoft 365 with every customer, regardless of whether it's Windows, Mac, Chromebook, or a tablet. Like, you can always recommend Microsoft 365, and that's what's pretty awesome about it.
Gotta say, I love it, mate. It's brilliant. You've taught me something new, Adam. I love it.
Boom! There you go. That's the goal. That is the goal. I got one more thing to show you, which is maybe two things. So I might see if I can scrape through a second one. You saw earlier that we are using Microsoft Edge on here. So if you do want to use the Edge browser instead of Safari, you can download it online. That is perfectly fine. Same again, based on Chromium. And the main thing I wanted to show you again was Editor and the whole idea of the fact that it's not really different at all. So just like on Windows, the editor extension on Edge for Mac works exactly the same. So you'll get spelling and grammar corrections, and if you're a Microsoft 365 subscriber, language refinements across whatever website you are on. So be that a post on social media, a forum, general website, whatever the case might be, you'll get the same red line appear whenever something's wrong, or the various colors, depending on whether it's grammar related or language related. You just click it, and it comes up with those different options, and you're good to go. So I might be able to do it here if I can get this working. He says, famous last words. There we go. There is Microsoft Editor there. So let's say if I put in hello and give it a go. It might not work in the search bar, actually, so I might have to be on an actual screen. You tell you what, this links in nicely. Let's go to Word Online. Because here's the thing as well. If you check out on Friday, we've got a course going up on the Word. Oh, my God. You know what? I'm not going to do it because I got to send notifications, and we've not got time for that, Reece. So I was going to just throw some bonus stuff in there, but we do not have time.
Oh, man. I was down for bonus points. But, Adam, I've got to say, it's been a brilliant stream so far. I've loved learning about the different things that you can do with Microsoft 365 on a Mac device. But, it's a nice.
But hold up, Reece. I will get shot if I don't show you this last part. We got to talk about. We got to talk about OneDrive. So OneDrive, of course, you get that 1 terabyte of space per user. If you're on family, up to 6 users, personal, just yourself. You can see here I've got the Finder window open, and you can see that OneDrive, when you install Microsoft 365, OneDrive goes straight into there. Like any other drive, you have full access to that 1 terabyte of space, and you can save stuff directly to there. So yeah, again, very handy if you as an alternative to iCloud or running alongside iCloud as well. But yeah, that was the last thing I'm going to mention there. If you want to see more on the Microsoft 365 experience on Mac, as I say, there's the course we've got on ExpertZone right now, which features the video, which is on our All Things Microsoft YouTube channel. And that goes into more on Outlook, on OneNote, OneDrive itself, Excel, and yeah, the full experience. And you get a lot more info if you want to see the rest of what we couldn't talk about tonight.
Oh, brilliant, mate. I think that is probably what we've got time for tonight. Adam, thank you very much for joining me today.
No worries.
I've learned so much.
I tried fitting in some bonus things there, and then my two-factor authentication screwed me over. So it wasn't to be.
It happens. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this evening. Yeah, continue to comment, continue to watch us, guys. You know, we're back every Tuesday for ExpertZone Live. Make sure you check out other streams as well, like Level Up. And I think that's it, man. So we'll catch you again soon.
That's pretty much it. No worries. See you later, guys.
Peace, guys. Bye.